Welcome to Learn, Love, Play RCs with David. I'm sorry for the messy bench. I will clean that up. But we're going to do some changes to the 1RC late model car. So this is going to be one of our first race series and ventures into this type, and it's going to be the 1/18 scale asphalt late model by 1RC. Here is the late model. I took all the screws out of the body. Here's what it looks like. It is a little dirty. I just got this yesterday, so sorry about that. Here's the ESC. Here's the receiver. Here is the steering servo right here. You can make adjustments right here to the spring adjustments, right here to the caster adjustments, and that's both on each side. That is it for adjustments as far as front end goes. Rear end adjusts. You can also switch out these little itty bitty springs right here in the front, and you can adjust these springs here. You can make adjustments to a harder and softer spring, or you can add or take out tension out of that corner and add a shock limit, not a shock limiter, a shock spacer right in there to offset ride height to take off weight on that corner. This'll adjusting this tensioner here will affect this corner here, and vice versa. This corner here will affect your right front, and your left front will affect your right rear. Your right rear will affect your left front. I'll go into detail what those adjustments will do a little bit later on, because we're gonna learn as I learn. I'm also getting a book called Oval Secrets for dirt racing, and they should apply to this asphalt car and carpet racing. It's just high bite versus low bite. High bite carpet usually, and low bite dirt, but you can use a high bite dirt setup on a carpet car and it should work. I'll show you what we got also in our package. We didn't also just get this 1RC asphalt late model. We also got some springs and a shock adjuster, and we'll check those out. Okay, we have the shock tool assembly to check out that, so we can modify our shocks. We got a spring kit that is supposed to be also for the midget and the late model. I think rear springs. Then we got, oh, I'm sorry, the light. Hopefully that is good. And then we got some springs for the late model, front springs. And then also for the late model, these should be another set of springs for the front. No, for the rear. Sorry about that. And we'll test those to do some more practice. Practice makes perfect. That's not off to a good start. That twirly on freaking exit and on power. That's gonna kill me. Yeah, that twirly on power. Sorry for the language. Oh, that twirly on power. I need to fix that. Oh, I'm gonna run out of that corner.
I still remember the first time I held the world inside my hand. Four little wheels, a little dream. Didn't know I'd understand. How a spark could turn
Let's bring this all the way over here.
I didn't know I was learning. I just didn't want to let it go. Every scratch told a story. Every crack said try again.
I can kind of handle it, but it's kind of got a mind of its own. See, coming out of that corner, it's got a mind of its own. And it's tail happy. Alright. We got enough laps in here. Let's do some changes. Twirly coming out of the corner, and it is a little tight going into the corner. You have to almost dive down into that corner for it to turn, and then it'll squirrel out of the corner. So you kind of have to, and then so you kind of have to feather the throttle. But I think do some track bar adjustments from there, and maybe add some limiters to the springs back here. I just called our track, and we can change anything on the suspension to make it work, and we can do anything to the tires per se. Mine's a little dirty, so before we hit that track, I'm going to clean it up, but I feel like I'm going to do a lot more laps on my home track. So let's dive in. We'll change, since this will help you guys out on other scale models. We may just change the springs. We may just change the tension on the springs here, and the shock spacer here. Just to start out, see if we can't get that to turn in and be adjusted a lot better for the track, for the test track. We'll see if the spring adjustments will do any effect. We'll test to see which adjustment does what, and we'll go from there. We will not do the drag brake first, because thinking about it, most spec classes you can just change spring rates and shock spacer adjustments on them, and you usually can't do anything else. So we'll check into spring rates and spring tension on them as well. So stay tuned and we'll figure that out. I also have one of these. It's a shock. Not a shock. A spring rate tester to make sure that you're using, that you know you have the right spring when you put it in. I picked this up for about $80 and it came in handy. I don't know if it'll work out for these 1RC springs, but we'll test it out. If not, we got a reading that we can mess with. Alright.
Turns curiosity into confidence that carries their whole life through. Learn how it works, love how it feels, play like the moment is real, learn what you touch.
So, I don't know if you can see that, but there's shock spacers right there. And from doing some research, looks like we want to stiffen up the right rear. So before I do a spring change and go through all these springs, I am going to try to stiffen up the right rear with first trying for one of these, and then I'm going to try a couple of them. So let's do that now. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's 1 and 2 these little shock spacers on the right rear. That's this one right here. Now that helped us loose on exit and mid-entry. Now, I found out that if we put, and we're going to try it out, if we're squirrely on throttle, then we need to add a spacer to the left rear. So I'm going to do that now. Couldn't quite get it. and you want to make sure you pull that spring down and bring it back up. I added one shock spacer to the left rear. So we'll try that and see how that goes. This is on, so it is live. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if that helped, so we're gonna do a little more dramatic. We're adding a second spacer. Sometimes they say don't go more than 2 of these, so we'll see what we can do. We'll see what that does. We're still squirrely, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, let's try this. This is test and tune, so let's test and tune. Let's take our spacer out of the right rear. Let's take one out first, and if that doesn't work, we'll put it right here. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, we'll try that out.
I still remember the first time I held the world inside my hand. Poor little wheel, a little dream. Didn't know I'd understand. How a spark could turn emotion. How a thought could make it.
I don't know. That could be better, that could be worse. Let's try adding it. This is test and tune, so let's try adding it to the left rear. Alright, so right rear, left rear, let's add it to this one. I guess we plant that left rear, or plant that right front, I guess. Well, we're taking off of the left front, right rear, and throwing it on the left front. So we're taking it off of the left front and putting it onto the right front. Sorry, left rear onto the right front. Left rear onto the right front. All right, let's see what it does. I don't know if that's better or not. We really need a lap timer. Let's see if we should get one of those. We're gonna get one of those. We're gonna see if lap times are better. We'll do a 5-minute session. See if lap times are better with the change. So this is just practice. Practice for both setting up the car and practice for driving around. Because this is not even going to be the full setup for this. Because I also want to get some carpet on here. So that we can do some traction compound. Traction compound on these tires. Mimic a real race car. Maybe future iterations of this, we get some clay and throw it up on here. I know it's a garage, but that means it's a garage. That means it's a garage, so I can haul the dirt away and no troubles there. Maybe I do that before I get a professional track. like one of those mini Z, either mini oval or elongated oval or mini elongated oval. Mostly because I like the sweeping corner. But first, I think we'll upgrade this track. This track and layout to be carpet all around, like a black knitted carpet. I was told carpet squares may be a good idea. I guess a local track is gonna get carpet squares and put them in place after they replace their carpet. There's a lot of stuff we're gonna do with this channel and this series, so just stay tuned. We're going to be coming out with a couple of videos a week. Just stay tuned. We're going to do some racing, we're going to do some bashing, maybe some dirt racing, dirt oval. Maybe I'll get a carpet off-road car. I just want to really have fun playing with RC cars and learning how to test and tune them, having fun driving them, and connecting with you guys. As you can see, I am not the perfect both driver or setup guys, so but I want you guys to learn with me and learn with me so you don't have to go through the steps. And each year I'll come out with what I learned and what I tried, kind of highlight reel with all my videos for the year, and we'll go from there. Also, in the Basher videos, I'm gonna do fixed videos for that as well. I'll do race vlogs on Saturdays, and I might race on Sunday. With this car, they got this car on Sundays.
Till the day you fly. Love. Spending money that I don't have to